Have you ever looked at an egg and wondered, is this one of the healthiest foods I can eat after 60? Or is it quietly raising my cholesterol? For years, eggs have been one of the most confusing foods in nutrition. One day, they're called a perfect superfood. The next day, people warn that they're bad for your heart. If you're over 60, it's easy to feel stuck. Should you enjoy eggs every morning, or should you avoid them to protect your cholesterol? The answer may surprise you. Because what scientists believed about eggs 20 or 30 years ago isn't exactly what many experts believe today. And that change has left millions of older adults wondering what to do. In today's video, we'll separate fact from fiction. We'll look at what current research says about eggs, cholesterol, heart health, muscle strength, brain function, and healthy aging. We'll also talk about who can safely enjoy eggs, who should be a little more careful, and the healthiest ways to prepare them. By the end of this video, you'll have practical information you can actually use the next time you're standing in your kitchen deciding what's for breakfast. Now, before we begin, remember that this video is for educational purposes only and isn't a substitute for medical advice. If you have heart disease, diabetes, or another medical condition, always follow the guidance of your healthcare provider. So, why did eggs get such a bad reputation in the first place? The answer goes back several decades. Egg yolks contain cholesterol. One large egg has about 185 milligrams, and for many years, scientists believed that eating cholesterol-rich foods would automatically raise cholesterol levels in the blood. As a result, many people were told to avoid eggs completely or eat only the whites. But over the past 2 decades, researchers have learned that the story is much more complicated. For most healthy people, the biggest influence on blood cholesterol isn't necessarily the cholesterol found in foods. Instead, saturated fats, trans fats, genetics, body weight, physical activity, and overall eating habits often play a much larger role. That doesn't mean eggs are the perfect food for everyone. Some people with certain health conditions may still need to pay closer attention to how many eggs they eat. But for many older adults, the picture isn't nearly as simple as eggs are bad. And that's exactly why so many headlines seem to contradict each other. In the next section, we'll look at what today's research really says about eggs and cholesterol, and whether enjoying an egg each day is actually something most seniors need to fear. So, what does today's research actually tell us? The first thing to understand is that your body makes cholesterol on its own. In fact, your liver produces most of the cholesterol your body needs to build cells, make hormones, and create vitamin D. When you eat foods that contain cholesterol, like eggs, your body often adjusts by making a little less of its own. This is one reason why the relationship between dietary cholesterol and blood cholesterol isn't as straightforward as people once believed. Over the past several years, many large research reviews have found that for most healthy adults, eating eggs in moderation has little effect on the risk of heart disease. In fact, several major health organizations no longer tell healthy people to avoid eggs simply because they contain cholesterol. But there's an important detail that's often left out of social media posts. Not everyone responds to eggs in exactly the same way. Some people, sometimes called hyper-responders, may experience a larger rise in blood cholesterol after eating cholesterol-rich foods. Even then, both LDL, often called bad cholesterol, and HDL, the good cholesterol, may increase together. That's one reason doctors look at your overall health, not just one food. There's another question worth asking. If eggs aren't the main problem, Why do some studies seem to link them with poor heart health? The answer may have more to do with the meal than the egg itself. Think about a typical breakfast. Eggs are often served with bacon, sausage, buttered toast, biscuits, hash browns fried in oil, or processed meats that are high in saturated fat and sodium. It's difficult to blame the egg alone when it's usually part of a much larger meal. On the other hand, an egg served with vegetables, whole grain toast, fresh fruit, or oatmeal creates a very different nutritional picture. That's why nutrition experts are focusing less on single foods and more on overall eating patterns. Another benefit that's easy to overlook is the nutrition packed inside one egg. A single large egg provides high-quality protein along with nutrients that become especially important as we age, including vitamin B12, vitamin D in small amounts, selenium, iodine, and choline. Choline deserves special attention because many adults don't get enough of it. It's an essential nutrient that helps support normal brain function and the health of nerve cells. While research is still ongoing, getting enough choline is considered important throughout older adulthood. So, are eggs a miracle food? No. Are they a dangerous food that most seniors should fear? Current evidence suggests the answer is also no. Like most healthy foods, eggs fit best as part of a balanced diet that includes vegetables, fruits, beans, whole grains, nuts, and healthy fats. In the next section, we'll explore why eggs may offer some unique benefits after age 60, especially when it comes to maintaining muscle strength, protecting your vision, and supporting healthy aging. One of the biggest changes that happens after the age of 60 is something many people don't notice at first. Little by little, we begin to lose muscle. Even if your weight stays the same, your body may gradually replace muscle with fat. This natural process, known as age-related muscle loss, can make everyday activities more difficult over time. Simple things like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, getting up from a chair, or maintaining good balance may become more challenging. That's where eggs can play an important role. One large egg contains about 6 grams of high-quality protein. Along with all 9 essential amino acids, your body needs to repair and maintain muscle. Protein becomes even more important as we age because older muscles don't respond as efficiently as they did when we were younger. Experts often recommend spreading protein throughout the day instead of eating most of it at dinner. For many seniors, having an egg at breakfast can be an easy way to start the day with a good source of protein. Eggs may also support healthy vision. The yolk contains 2 natural antioxidants called lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients build up in the retina, where they help protect the eyes from damage caused by light and normal aging. Research suggests that getting enough of these nutrients may help support long-term eye health, especially when combined with an overall healthy diet rich in colorful fruits and vegetables. Another important nutrient found in eggs is vitamin B12. As we get older, our bodies often become less efficient at absorbing vitamin B12 from food. Low levels can contribute to fatigue, memory problems, numbness in the hands or feet, and certain types of anemia. While eggs aren't the richest source of vitamin B12, they can still contribute to your daily intake along with foods like fish, dairy products, and lean meats. Eggs also provide choline, a nutrient that's often overlooked. Choline helps the body build healthy cell membranes and supports normal brain and nerve function. Many adults don't get enough of it, making eggs one of the most practical food sources available. Another advantage of eggs is that they're affordable and easy to prepare. For seniors who live alone, have a smaller appetite, or don't feel like cooking large meals, eggs can be a simple, nutritious option. They cook quickly, pair well with vegetables, and can be included in many balanced meals without requiring expensive ingredients. Of course, no single food can guarantee good health. Eating eggs won't prevent heart disease, memory loss, or muscle weakness by themselves. The biggest benefits come from combining nutritious foods with regular physical activity, good sleep, and routine medical care. In the next section, we'll answer one of the most important questions of all. Who should be careful about eating eggs every day? And when is it a good idea to speak that often gets left out of the conversation? Are eggs safe for everyone? The honest answer is no. While many healthy older adults can include eggs as part of a balanced diet, there are situations where it's worth having a conversation with your healthcare provider. For example, if you've already had a heart attack, stroke, or have been diagnosed with heart disease, your doctor may recommend a specific eating plan based on your overall health, not just your egg intake. The same is true if you have familial hypercholesterolemia, an inherited condition that causes very high LDL cholesterol. People with this condition usually need personalized medical care because their cholesterol levels are heavily influenced by genetics. What about diabetes? Some older studies raised concerns that eating a large number of eggs might be linked with a higher risk of heart disease in people with diabetes. However, more recent research has produced mixed results. Many experts now believe the overall quality of the diet matters much more than eggs alone. If you have diabetes, it's a good idea to discuss your eating pattern with your doctor or a registered dietitian instead of focusing on one food. There's another factor that's often forgotten. How you cook your eggs can make a big difference. A boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled egg cooked with a small amount of healthy oil is very different from eggs fried in lots of butter and served with bacon, sausage, or processed meats. The side dishes you choose may have a greater impact on heart health than the egg itself. So what does a heart-friendly breakfast look like? Try pairing eggs with spinach, tomatoes, mushrooms, or other vegetables. Add a slice of whole grain toast or a bowl of oatmeal and include fresh fruit on the side. This combination provides protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals while helping you stay full longer. Portion size matters too. For most healthy seniors, eating eggs in moderation can fit into a balanced eating pattern. But eating several eggs every day while ignoring vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and other nutritious foods isn't the best approach. Remember, healthy aging isn't about finding one perfect food. It's about building healthy habits that you can follow consistently over time. So before you decide to cut eggs out of your diet or eat them every single day because of something you saw online, look at the bigger picture. Your overall eating pattern, physical activity, sleep, medications, family history, and regular checkups all play important roles in your long-term health. In the final part of this video, we'll bring everything together and answer the question you've been waiting for. Should seniors eat eggs every day? Or is moderation still the smartest choice? So, should seniors eat eggs every day? Based on today's evidence, there's no simple yes or no answer. For many healthy older adults, enjoying an egg most days of the week can be part of a nutritious, balanced diet. Eggs provide high-quality protein and important nutrients that support healthy aging. But that doesn't mean everyone should start eating eggs every day. If you have heart disease, diabetes, very high cholesterol, or another medical condition, the best choice depends on your individual health. That's why it's important to follow the advice of your healthcare provider rather than relying on social media or one-size-fits-all nutrition advice. The biggest lesson from today's research is this: Don't judge your health by a single food. Instead, focus on the overall pattern of your diet. Fill your plate with vegetables, fruits, whole grains, beans, nuts, healthy fats, and lean sources of protein. Stay physically active, avoid smoking, get enough sleep, and keep up with your regular medical checkups. These habits have a much greater impact on long-term heart health than whether you eat one egg at breakfast. And here's one final thought. Nutrition science continues to evolve. As researchers learn more, recommendations may change. That's why it's always a good idea to stay curious, ask questions, and rely on information that's backed by solid evidence instead of fear or sensational headlines. Now, we'd love to hear from you. How often do you eat eggs? Do you have one every morning, a few times a week, or have you been avoiding them because of cholesterol? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story may help someone else who's trying to make healthier choices. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more evidence-based health tips designed especially for adults over 60. Thank you for watching, take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.